So today's been not as productive as I was hoping for it to be, but I'm a bit depressed today, and I destroyed my left shoulder blade. And currently the muscle is tensing up all and slowly going down my left side, which is just so lovely feeling. Um, I signed the invisible waiver to do what I did. I knew what was probably going to happen, and it did. It wasn't the part of my body I thought it was going to be, but I knew it was going to happen, so whatever, I'm fine with it. But my shoulder, I'm sort of, it's so, my shoulder blade's so bad that I can't move right now. It hurts being in bed even. So I got everything set up and went inside. I just have to find a face shield, because I am not in a position to use a whatever the hell the drill's called, aluminum carbonate burr drill bit for on an air tool for rust and stuff without a face shield on, because there's no way in hell I'm trusting just having glasses. I'll have to be careful because the thing's used for shaping metal, and I don't want to carve out the trailer or something or write my name in it. It's for, rust and stuff, but it's either that or paper sanding, and like with an electric one. The problem I have with that is much lower speed, and the amount of surface area that I have to do is absurd for an electrical tool. Like, it's way too big. And we have the air tool and stuff, compressors, so I'm like, why not? Well, why not just use it? I can't think of a reason why not to. So, I'm going to be finishing this panel because, in theory, the trailer is actually being used this weekend in a couple days, because it's Wednesday right now. It's 6:22 on Wednesday. And it's taken me a whole week just to do the one panel, but that's because I was doing it the hard way. And it would take me a year to do the whole trailer if I kept doing it that way, which is why I pulled out the air tool stuff. So I get to fight with that. Something tells me I'm going to be taking off the side step of the trailer, because both sides have a side step on it, and I'm hoping that's just a simple, like, screw bolt thingy, and you just pull it out, because there's rust underneath that, and there is no tool, unless I was going to use an electric toothbrush. I'm not even joking about that, to get the rust, and an electric toothbrush doesn't exist for rust as far as I know, because it would have to be that small and that portable, and there's no power when it comes to that. So we'll see, but I'm hoping that this works. I mean, it'll work a lot better, but I'll have to be very careful not to again carve out the frame, because it is a carving thing. I'm so bored being here, but I can't move. I'm gonna end the video now. He is out of his tank exploring. It's some time of night. It is 11:45. Oh no, it's 11:40 p.m. And he's I'm like, I see spots. Is that a snake? And it is. He's just chilling. Whether he finally woke up or my room got warm enough for him to be in, I don't know, because my windows are closed, my blinds are closed. It's gotten significantly warmer in here. Not uncomfortable for me by any means, but in general. So now I don't know if it's because my room was too cold, so he didn't want to come out, because he could tell that it was only the tank that was warm, or if he was just done sleeping. But I don't know. So if he's active all day tomorrow, I'll know for a fact that it's because my room temperature was too cold, because he's been sleeping all day all week. So we'll see. Camera has a better angle than I do. I'm still trying to sleep, we're almost there. I think he just woke up. You're gonna get some explore time tomorrow, buddy. It's okay. Well, it may not be the absolute most rock solid way to do this, but because we don't have solid water here, it's heavily mineralized, as in it kills animals, aside from the dogs and cats and stuff who seem to be okay with it. But for the snake, I know for a fact, because I've had a few miniature pet lizards, they seem to like showing up here in summer. So a couple years ago, I had up to 3 in a fish tank, but the water isn't suitable for them. So this is from the water cooler. This is pure water, not mineralized or anything. I warmed it up in the kettle because obviously, you know, it's nice and cold, and it's not gonna work for the snake. But I'm just waiting for it to cool off. It's going between, its peak is at about 63. It has to go down to 35 before I can put it in the tub. Because when I put it in the tub, I'm giving them a bath, so. Okay guys, so I'm currently waiting outside the school for my mom to get done a few things. I haven't recorded yet today. I could have recorded a few things, but I'm trying to get the timing cut down on the vlog. The last one was insanely long. I don't want them to be more than 15 minutes. 20 maximum, and it won't be hard to do soon. It's just because, again, what's happening and stuff, but it is sort of driving me nuts. So things that don't really matter, that I'm you know, that I'm sort of focusing on anyways, are not being included. But long story short, my truck's in the shop, and they'll be getting picked up in an hour and a half maybe. It's 4:40, and should be done around 5:30. But I'm just doing research, watching YouTube, and getting some errands done. And I got a new axe, don't tell my mom. So guys, the windshield's done. I'm on my way home. Driving this thing literally feels like there isn't even a windshield here, minus the fact that there's no wind coming in. It is so clear, it's insane. Like, holy crap. So now the windshield's the only new part of this truck. Congratulations, me. My mom apparently has a snake outside, in the tank that I moved. I don't actually believe her. I see it. Holy shit. What the hell? It's so tiny. Oh my god. It's so cute. What the fuck? You're telling me if I waited a week, I could have gotten a pet snake? Oh my god. Now, I do believe this is a gardener snake. For the record, I do pronounce it Gartner. Huh? So, I filled the kettle, because it was the only container that, I mean, I just found another one, but it was the first container I could find that was gonna hold water in it. I used the water cooler to fill it with the only clean water that's not mineralized or whatever from this property, and I'm heating it up enough that it's... Sorry for the interruption. So we got water here that's now cooling off, because now it's way too hot to give it. Mind you, it took a bit of time because I had to have someone check my back for something. So I let this cool off. We have this guy, sort of an infrared heat sort of thing. Has the, you know, light on it, and you check the temperature. That's hitting 46. It's actually a lot colder than I thought the water was. I don't know why the lid's closed, because that's just gonna mean it's cool off sore. I'm gonna pull him out momentarily, and I'm calling it a him because my vocabulary, because my snake's a him. So having, just, it makes it easier, less confusing. If it's a her, then it's a her, whatever. Now, the ironic part about this is that I do have a second tank. The problem is it's fucking massive. Mind you, I don't really have anything under this one, and this table was hand-built. This whole stand was hand-built by the guy that owned this snake. That I got the Tranium, the snake tank, all of this stuff from. Not these, because those were at store. Everything else was. But it was actually built for two things, and the other tank that my mom actually put this guy in was actually underneath this one before I picked it up from the guy when I bought it. The problem is I need a whole second setup. There is a slight other problem, but because I might not keep this guy because it's a garter snake, and for those of you that aren't familiar with garter snakes or anything like that, they're venomous, but not to humans. Their venom doesn't do anything to humans, but we have cats, we have dogs, we have, well, technically we don't have anything else that's smaller than that aside from another snake, but this guy will hurt them, possibly kill them. So while I could care less if it bites me, he would have to be locked up all the time. And I don't have a tank that's like a terrarium. Because the tank that my mom put him in is basically a massive fish tank. It is like a terrarium width. Like, it's slightly, I think, it might, depending on if the glass is confusing me, it might be wider than that. Because this is a full-size tank. But it's also a terrarium and not a tank. There's a difference. I think it's wider than this. It's a smaller tank as far as the actual size goes. So I think it goes from like there to probably here, and there's that much left. And it's a bit shorter. It's probably up to like here. But it's got an open top, and it's got no doors, no ventilation whatsoever. So, aside from the fact that I only have one complete setup, and this guy literally uses everything in here when he's active, so I couldn't, take something out without him noticing. There's nothing. I could use some fish stuff. Aside, not rocks or whatever, like things that are snake safe, but I couldn't use anything else. So, I might have to figure that out if I do keep this guy, because he's in really bad condition. So even if I am to relocate this guy, who is already exploring. This is a wild snake, by the way. One of our cats caught him on the stairs, where we seem to catch reptiles during the summer. Our first summer here, we actually caught, I actually caught 3 lizards, which were tiny fucking things. Like, they were maximum the size of this. Like, they were the diameter and the length of this, but like, a fifth the total height. They were tiny, you could barely feel them. And then there was actually a 4th that when I was cleaning up the basement a couple years ago, I actually found one dead, and it was basically the size of a chopstick. It was so dried up behind one of the nightstands downstairs against the wall, like the firewall. And I'm thinking, how the hell did you go here? But they did. And now this guy's been spotted here, and it was by the one of our cats, one of our adult cats, but he seems to be fine. I am gonna check him first. I am gonna sort of watch him while he's whatever, and then give him some rest so that he's not he can sort of get out of shock or trauma if he's in any of those. And I'm gonna monitor him heavily, and we'll see what happens. But I'm more than likely gonna have to relocate him, just because I don't have a terrarium that is spare for this guy. And because he can't be around the animals. If I can have them, I'm going to be happy as hell. I could care less. Food's cheap. So I don't care. I would love to have another one, especially something this small. But, which is what I was actually going to get from the pet store originally before I found that, Mr. Slither is behind me here. But worst case scenario, relocate him. This is actually, I think, the second time that he's come here in the last two months. But, this time I actually saw him. I'm like, and I didn't believe my mom when, as I said, I didn't believe my mom when, she said it. I'm like, are you teasing me? Because my mom's like, found a snake. Yeah, like 5 minutes ago, just figured you should know. I'm like, that doesn't help me. What's the point in me knowing? But this one was actually like, she put it in the tank. Like, it's like, oh, okay. But he's dirty. He needs a bath. So as soon as this stuff is cooled off, it's still a little hot. He gets to have it. And I might have to stop him from anything. He is exploring. His tongue's flicking. So obviously this guy is probably not going to bite me. I'm happy about that. So I got a bowl right here, and it's dried out so that there's no cold water left in it. This stuff isn't cooling off anymore. It's still 44-ish. And from what I learned when I gave my snake a bath, it cools off a lot faster in here. So I'm going to put him in here and put the water in here and then slowly introduce him to it that way. I'm not going to wait for it to, you know, be felt through here or whatever. It's just to get it cooled off faster because, yeah, it's only gone down a degree. So we will see. Yeah, he's flicking his tongue even when I'm trying to pick him up. So obviously he's comfortable with it somehow, given that he's wild. There we go. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna hide a bit. Now, what makes the feeding container, because this is the feeding container for my snake, what makes it perfect is that there's no holes on the sides, which I didn't know. There's plenty of holes through the top, but there's none on the side, so it's actually perfect for water. And I did fill the kettle up a bit more with water beforehand, so while you can't really see it, the whole bottom is covered with water except for the middle, because it is a large surface area. But I'll keep it cooling a bit. When it hits 34 or whatever, or 30, I'll put him in. Yeah, he is very dirty, and he's very dry. You can't even feel the scales. He feels like a dead animal. Okay, it's cooled down to 22 degrees from 44 in literally the last, like, 5 minutes. So, we're going to put him in here. You're not supposed to act like a ball python, my friend. You're not a ball python. By a long shot, in fact. Okay, I'll put you in the little island that's where there's no water. And I will put... You know, if it was possibly dangerous, I'd put the kettle in there. Do I have something? Here, Tums. As an anchor. I don't have anything else. Because when I gave my snake a bath, I used that. So... we'll see how he does. I mean, I was just thinking I could actually use that upside down. I might revise that plan a bit. He is exploring. He moves very fast. I mean, yes, he's in water. But he moves very fast compared to a python. For the record, I've almost never seen another snake. Yeah, and he's having trouble moving. The bowl doesn't work as an anchor is the problem. He is sort of moving, but... So, I have, sort of, cleaned him up a bit in the water and had him sort of swim at a higher speed because he's, you know, terrified, obviously. He's wild. Can't tell he's right behind the bottle. He's, finding the, liquor bottle very, comforting to hide behind. And, he is mortally terrified of the situation right now. I think I've gotten him warmed up enough and undirty enough and stuff and a bit moisted. And there's a few issues on his body that I'm seeing, but they're all the same issues. And I'm going to have to hopefully get a chance to inspect him closer, because there's one spot in particular, or two spots, that I'm sort of worried about that the cat may have put a tooth into or something. But there's a few spots where he has scales missing. One of them's near the front, the other one is, you know, about halfway down. But I'm gonna let him chill for a bit and recover, and then probably in about, what, 10 minutes? I'll put him back in the red bowl and put the cover on it and dry out the container and swap it back out so that he has a nice place to go. And what I may even do is put the one of the heat lights on top of the tank momentarily for a bit, or not on top of the tank, but put him on top of the tank right there with one of the heat lights, so you can warm up a bit and get more comfortable, because I don't want to you know, domesticate him if I don't have to, but at the same time I might have to, because he, you know, he might be injured or something, and who knows. So I'm gonna have to do some research on garter snakes, because I don't know shit about them. So we'll find out what happens. And the horse outside is going crazy, so you can ignore that. It's just because I went for a ride and didn't take her. Okay, so I'm about to let the dogs out, but what I have right, actually I need to turn that back on because that's the only heat lamp that's there. So because the ceramic part of the heat lamp is actually the hot part, and you can actually touch without trying, actually, I'd even let a kid do it potentially, the metal part of the heat lamp. I put it on top of the container because it's not going to melt anything or whatever, just to get him a bit warmer. I'm going to give my snake some attention, make sure he's chilling out and okay. I'm going to let him warm up a bit. There's no water in the bin, I've emptied it out, and I put the hide, obviously, into the container, and I sort of slid him into it. And I'm just going to let him chill for a while and see if he gets comfortable, because I need to be able to check him out and see if he's his skin is okay, sort of thing, because there are a couple worries that I mentioned before that I have. So gonna make sure that all checks out, and then we'll see what happens next. And right now I have to let the dogs out because no one's home, so they can they follow the vehicles out of the driveway, which is, well, especially me and my mom when we leave. So they have to come inside every time we leave. So I get to let them back out now that no one's home for a few hours. And we'll see how it goes. But right now he is, I fully expect him to stay curled up in a ball. You can sort of see him right there. The glasses, it's because I did spray a little bit in, you can see I spray a little bit from the spray bottle, give him some humidity and also dryness. I'm hoping that he won't get too hot with that on, although I sort of hope he does, because then I can take it off and he can sort of, you know, whatever. Because I don't have another way to heat him. Like, I do not have a way, and if I do end up having to keep him for whatever reason, if he does have punctures or whatever, he ain't going back out in the wild, because I know how bad injuries the snakes are, and you know how seemingly tiny they can be and what damage they can actually have. And he's a very small snake. I don't know if all gardeners are small, or if he's, you know, baby or whatever. Some disagreement about that between me and my sister, but for a snake his size, there could be some issues. So I'm going, and because he's black, I'm you know, it's a bit harder because my light's off, and it's not the right, you know, I don't have the ability to check him out closely, and he's, you know, very fast moving, so I give him some time to get comfortable, and we'll see what happens then. But worst case scenario, I end up with 2 snakes, which I didn't expect. That's gonna be hard to explain to God. Thank God I'm not religious. I know my pants are dirty, excuse it. My snake seems so big compared to the other guy now. It's sort of sad, actually. But I figured I think he was asleep, but, you know, I get sort of paranoid that he's not okay if I don't keep him active, and especially with the light off and some chaos with the other snake and stuff. I just don't want any possible issues. So I'm just gonna let him chill with me until he wants to go back inside his tank. But he knows me. I know snakes don't recognize their owners or whatever, but he knows me. He's comfortable. He's a unique snake. Yeah. Well, I don't exactly want you falling off of me, my friend. That popcorn kernel's new, and so is that bottle. I think he's trying to hide. Do you just want to go back to sleep, my friend? Maybe. My guy has taken to being awake for a bit and is investigating the water, which I am very happy of, because he doesn't... If there's anything in his tank, he does not touch the water. But he seems to... He does like contact. He's a very human snake, so it's, you know, me, waking him up and stuff, he isn't affected by that. But, I just want him to be very comfortable. He's so big! I don't know if it's just hitting me now, because I thought he was very small when I first got him, and when I first saw him. Oh, there we go. We got that guy now. He's moving around a bit more. But after, I thought this guy was tiny, and then I'm dealing with this guy, who's freaking tiny, and this guy seems huge in comparison now. And the size doesn't transfer on camera a bit. Like, you can see him, but from where my perspective is, because I can see all of him, he is very big. But he's small compared to that guy. I mean, he's massive compared to that guy, but he's small compared to, without having him beforehand. Like, it's weird. So, yeah, he's drinking. That's a very good sign. Oh, and of course, the second that I... Are you kidding me? Seriously. This is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life, probably. Is he gonna eat it? Camera's not even zoomed in because it's focused on the fucking leaf. Hold up. It's a big beetle, as you can tell, and just fell on its back, and it's chilling there. Okay, I'm gonna take it out. Oh. I can't tell if it bit it, so it's... I'm gonna try and use my phone to... Nope, he's way over there. I'm using my phone camera for this because I can't actually see behind the thing. I can't reach that far. What the hell is it doing? I can't tell if it's biting it. Okay, I'm gonna let him go outside because, and by him, I mean the beetle. Yeah, wants something to do with it. Wow. So, I'm in GTA. This is the new car that's in the game. It's literally a Camaro. Like, back to front. It's 100% a Camaro. I'm gonna do some quick works with it and get it upgraded because there's a couple custom upgrades it has. And this is the first time I've played GTA in literally months. Probably 3. But I'm gonna check that out and then eat some dinner because it's been a while. My throat's so dry too. That's why I have iced tea beside me. So you can't really see it outside. I mean, you can on the camera. It actually shows up more than I can even see it. But there's smoke everywhere. It was clear last night, and I woke up, looked out the window at like 12:30 because I was in bed all morning, and you can't see shit. It's totally filled with smoke, and now I can finally start to smell it in my room. One of the fires has gotten very bad, and I guess the wind changed, so I'm guessing we're getting that now. And there's a fire just over an hour southwest of us, that is really bad, and has the highway closed now, so we're not getting any friends up here from the coast anytime soon, because the road's closed in that direction. That's gonna be, that fire's getting worse. So, we're doing great, but now we got another smoke advisory, so my lungs are fucked. In case you guys didn't believe me, or couldn't see the smoke, that's our view. Trust me, it goes a lot further than that. I can't even breathe out here. I have to go back inside. I'm standing on a deck and I just got out here and all I'm breathing is smoke. And it's definitely wildfire smoke. But I'm wondering if it's something other than the Hope or the Battlefield wildfires, because it moved in fucking fast and it's thick as hell. So I'm wondering if there's something that's off the grid that started. I'm about to check online and stuff and see if there is something that isn't listed, because I get all the notifications for everything. After everything that happened in 2021, I just never turned the notifications off, even when I was living in Alberta. So I'm gonna see if there is something that's more local. For all I know, the Boston Bar wildfire spread and the wind changed, but it's fucking rank. I'm going inside now, fuck that. So, excuse the messy desk. I'm actually working on moving everything, cleaning it right now. You can see the wiring mess. I'm fixing that all momentarily. So, I just got off the phone with Microsoft support. I had to partially fake my cause because for network connection issues, you can't actually get a phone call or a chat or anything. You have to go through the community or through the virtual assistant, which isn't going to do shit. Because I have done the research through the community and all of that stuff, and on EA, there's no solution for it. There's no fix, or at least not one that worked for me. And I sort of went through them, and because of how many times I've tried troubleshooting already, there was, I'm like, yeah, tried that, read 3 paragraphs, yep, did that already. Okay, there's nothing. And I'm not going to go through 2,800 forums. Forum listings for it on each site. It's stupid how they work. I wish they would sort of change it. To be honest, I wish, as much as I hate saying it, I wish forums and troubleshooting sites and stuff were sort of formatted in blockchain, because that way everything would have its designated area and you could sort of just go through things literally clicking it, like sort of, when the automated assistant is trying to get you to the right department before they launch a call or find an agent, it would work the same way, I think. And I really wish they had that, because going through 2,800, sometimes pages, not even just listings, but pages of this stuff online to try and find a solution, most of which isn't going to have anything to do with what you need, but because it fits a couple keywords, you know, it thinking that might, it's not. This is because I haven't restarted the console yet with the Ethernet plugged in, so you can ignore the error. No longer have it now. I don't know why, neither does Microsoft. I spent, I don't want to lose my phone or my video, so I'm not going to swipe up. We don't know why, and it's actually a worse experience wired than it is wireless. So for anyone that's like wired is better all the time and stuff, it doesn't matter how bad your connection is and all that crap. You haven't met me yet. We've been here for 3 years, just over 3 years now, literally by like a week. And, I've never had a problem with the Wi-Fi here. Like, I used to live downstairs, so the Wi-Fi was shit. And before the source closed in town, for the record of just where we live 30 minutes out of town. It's an hour round trip just to drive there and back without stopping. Like, if you were to get to that intersection and then turn around, that would be an hour. Before the source closed, I got a, I think it was 100 long Ethernet cable, Cat 6, like, top of the line, for like 50% off before the store shut down. And, which is actually what I've had my computer hooked up to, literally the whole time. Because, right after I moved here, my old PC died. And when I got my new one built, I did not have a Wi-Fi card, because unless you buy a laptop, you don't get that with it. It's not built in unless you get a really high-end motherboard. And by high-end, you can get a $300 motherboard. That's the high-end version of a $99 motherboard, but it has Wi-Fi built in it. The specs will suck like shit, but you'll get a Wi-Fi card with it. And I can't find the Wi-Fi card right now, which I'm trying to do because I want to get my desk done, and that requires moving where the Ethernet cable is, because I don't need it there anymore. The computer's off, by the way. This game wouldn't work. I moved here in April, at the beginning of the month, and starting in February, which for the record, at that time, I was living in the best Wi-Fi apartment you could possibly get. In Canada, and the game stopped working. Only this game, only Battlefield 2042 on the Series S, only game. Everything else is flawless that I have. You can see, not all of them, Dying Light 2 is missing from there, and probably something else, but, never had any issues with any game, any, connection warnings or whatever. But this game just never launched. I have probably put between 8 to 12 requests in with EA. Nothing. I'm actually going to document and show them. And put them in a video, possibly for this vlog, because I'm so pissed off. And apparently the guy at Microsoft is told me, he's like, yeah, we get a lot of people that can't get through with EA. And of course, EA doesn't have a support option for the phone or chat or anything. They don't have any of that. Or at least not as far as I could tell, or that Microsoft knows about. And you would think that Microsoft, being the company that EA uses for their games, like, you would think that there would be some similarity there. Nope. So I gave up and I'm like, fuck it. I launched the Microsoft support page, and I got contact with them. 20 minutes ago, and we tested it. He was blown away by how bad my Wi-Fi was, which for the record, it was actually better than it usually is. But because of where I live, and because I'm a gamer with an Xbox, you would assume that you have a decent, download speed and, latency and everything, which I do not have. But, I have 0 packet loss. I do have great Wi-Fi for what I need. I just don't have enough of it, and the signal's shit sometimes, but, I work around it. But I do not, I'm proof you do not have to live in a good place to have, to play video games, or to even stream sometimes. But, couldn't get it fixed, We tried the fluke of plugging in the Ethernet cable, and it worked first try, no issues. Not happy about it, but because I actually told the guy, we laughed about it, I'm like, the cable's already fucking installed. I just have to, you know, install the cable along the baseboard so that, you know, it's, you know, out of the way and not getting stepped on anymore. But, you know, it's already gone through here, so it's like, well, what the hell's the point? Like, yeah, it's way too long. Obviously. It's way too long. Because it's going maybe 10 meters. Maximum. Absolute maximum. From the computer where the Xbox is, it's actually the same distance, because it's near the top, actually, for the computer here. It's like right there where it goes in. And on the Xbox, it's like midway back there. So, it's the same distance, basically, as far as the circle's concerned. And, I don't know why that looks so dusty. It's not actually that dusty. But, you know, it's the same distance, so that cable's just going to end up being tied off and hung up somewhere, at the end. But, it's already gone through, so I'm just going to basically install it there permanently, and, I'm like, fuck it. Just do that. Because I can't move this stuff downstairs. I won't get, any Wi-Fi. There's barely any signal downstairs, which is why no one lives down there, is because we need Wi-Fi. So, it's so retarded on so many levels. But I thank you. I don't know if I got the name of the guy or not, but thank you to Microsoft support person for helping me with that and forcing me to do Ethernet, because I even told him the only reason I'm doing it now is because you're telling me to, but I've been holding off on it for months. Because there's no reason why, and I proved it. We proved it together with the statistics and stuff, because I read them off to him. He was wordless, because there's no reason it should work, because again, I have the photo, and when I do the wiring and stuff and plug the Ethernet into the Xbox permanently, I'll take another photo, because, you know, it shows wireless or wired in the Xbox thing, so I can't really fake that. But it's a worse connection wired. So we're gonna see if how that works. It's so freaking bizarre. I don't have words. I told the guy I'm gonna drop it, but I'm not gonna forget it. I'm never gonna get over it, because there's no reason it should work. It's a pain in the ass for me, but it's already done, so fuck it. So I'm gonna wipe off my computer, because that's actually as dirty as it looks. It's just because my phone has better exposure on it than my eyes do in this room, because the light needs changing. But it is actually that dirty, but that's because it's never really been cleaned. All this is getting wiped down stuff. That has a slightly fabric cover on it because it's my subwoofer. So that probably won't be getting more than slightly vacuumed, and it probably won't get any better because it's not smooth on the top. And I can't take a paper towel over it because it'll make it messier. But I get to fix all this crap. Again, I would have done better cable management if I knew I wasn't moving. This was all set up originally when I first got here, and I'm like, I'm planning on moving. How the hell would I do all that and stuff if I have to rip it all out? Because I got proper cable stuff. Like, I have a whole everything. Whole 9 yards. So, this is abominable. I don't have words. So, I'll leave you guys with that one. The vlog will have the 2 photos of the internet speed at the end. From both. It will be wireless first, obviously. But this is retarded how weird the situation is. This is the only game I have this problem with too. It's the only fucking game since a minor update or whatever, I believe, was actually what triggered it in February. So yeah. Thank you, EA, for being total shit. And I can't wait to make a video exposing you. Don't go to ea.com/unable to connect. They can't do shit for you, especially if you have this error code. It won't do shit. They will tell you that, actually. That's what they told me. I have the emails. I'll be sharing them. Bye. Well, Mr. Slithers 2.0 is chilling. I just had a bit of a meet and greet with him. He got friendly with my arm and stuff, and then tried to explore my desk, which wasn't going to happen. And I sort of got him back into the container and stuff. He sort of halted, but he went back in. But it's going well. I have decided that officially that if I can't find anything wrong with him, because there's a couple spots on his body that I do want to check that I couldn't see before because he was moving too much, that might be teeth punctures from the cat, and you know, make sure he's good and stuff. I want to try feeding him first to see if, you know, he is okay and all that. But he just seems very skittish, and you know, I don't need to keep him. I do have my nice big guy, my python right there, but which he wants his other hide back because that's what I've had to use him for. Well, you can see his head right there. But it's a process. You know, a wild garter snake is not going to just trust a human. So I'm giving him plenty of time and space, and I'm sort of warming him up to me and stuff, and it's slowly working. But I don't want to keep him so long that you know, the weather changes and he goes outside and it's starting to get cold out or whatever. So I'm like, if I'm releasing him, it's not going to be when it's cold out. It's going to be before then. So he has time to go into his den, wherever that was. But given the fact that a cat caught him, I don't like his chances if he is injured and stuff, which is another reason why I'd be keeping him. Is because while he won't harm the our animals, he's not going to live if you know, I were to release him with the cats in view, which I've done to a couple other animals, and they were stupid, and the cats ended up going after them because they didn't run away or whatever. They just sort of went there and stared or went up on a thing, and then the cats attacked them. So I'm going to try and avoid having this guy get taken. I'm going to be putting him in the forest or whatever. I might even try to find a den, because I'd like to know if there is one in our forest on the property, but we'll see. But it's been about, what time is it? It's been roughly, you know, 27, 28 hours-ish, give or take, since we found him. So it's doing pretty good. Okay, so I have my whole PC unplugged, obviously, and it's on my bed. I am about to install the card, literally. To anyone that's interested, is that one. TP-Link AX3000. I have cleaned all the vents off, got the one under there. I cleaned that one up, and top one, very dirty. And I would install the final 3, there's one missing there, and then there's 2 missing at the back there. Rubber screws, but they're in the bin. I'm not going back out there, especially with my back to and the smoke to go get them. So it'll make do for now, but this is the inside of my PC again, and God, I hope this works. No reason it shouldn't, but I'm just gonna be glad to not have to use Ethernet anymore on this thing, because it has to be used on the Xbox, and I hate saying that, but it's true. So I got my laptop back up and running. It took a few, it took a good minute of pressing the power button for it to actually start. And it didn't show the standard screen when it did start, but it's been dead for a while. But because of one of the things I'm buying, I wanted to do it on the computer it's going to be used on, and not on my phone. And it needs updating, because it's very slow. And I hate to say it, but that is how Windows updates work. If you don't update it long enough, it does get slow. So this is hopefully going to be worth it. So I did record before, and then had to delete it because I realized my fly was undone and fully visible, and I figured that I would let you guys know that in case I do capture that again before, if I have previously in this vlog or in future recordings of this vlog, it's because the zipper's broken. And I didn't have any other pants at the time, so I just sort of keep zipping it up. So you're so fuzzy, but you're starting to make my arms sweat. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She's so fuzzy. So I've decided to go with my genius idea for my power bar, and this girl's just sort of chilling out with me still. She keeps moving around. I'm not doing much. Just explaining the time of the vlog, because fuck it at this point. If my desk isn't done by tonight, I'm gonna be mad. I missed my computer already. I missed it last night. And that was right after I'd unplugged it. I'm not a very happy person at the moment. Me? She's literally trying to sleep. I just keep messing with her. Yeah. You shouldn't be asleep right now, you know. Your eyes aren't even open. Cheater. Okay guys, so this is the new setup. It's basically done. There's probably something that I'm missing, but everything's plugged in and tied up as well as it needs to be. The cable management is not perfect, nor will it ever be, because one, as much as I like it being nice, I'm not gonna be someone that has no cables in visible sight. That's just ridiculous to me. Like, it looks clean, but it also looks like there's nothing plugged in, which makes no sense. It just doesn't work. So we got my microphone. I took the stand off, which is actually over there, because it didn't fit. I'm trying to put my computer up here instead of down there, which, you know, might work, might not work, but we're going to try it. The monitor and everything, it's all repositioned, and where everything's connected is changed, so even though the capture card's technically in the same spot, as well as the speakers, other speakers, if I can, there, it's under there, you just can't see it. They're in the same spot, but the cables have totally moved. That's moved and all that stuff. There's a bunch of zip tie cables I have to cut off. I just don't have a knife on me or anything. But everything's plugged in. I just haven't turned anything on yet, because the power bar is obviously on, but the cable management underneath, I have a holder at the back there that has everything going into it for the speaker, for the subwoofer and everything. That power bar is staying because that's for the power bar for the tank and everything, so I can't do anything with that. It will be getting modified, but it won't be, there's going to be one there. It's going to be going along the back eventually, but that's for future. Plus I have a couple more things coming for the tank that were needed, so more cable management for the tank. But everything's in and tied up and stuff, and it's as good as it needs to be, and it's a ton better than it was before. So before anyone says it looks like crap still, tie it all up to each other, that just makes it a bitch to unplug things. Because if I did that, then I can't unplug something with all the weight of those things being on one thing, or having to undo it all and stuff. Like, there's just no point. So I don't care enough. It's not mandatory. I don't need it. What I needed was this space basically clean, and the whole area looking a lot better, which it does. I've done the job. I'd still need to, if I do decide to let my snake at some point, adventure my room, which I would be, then obviously I need to have, you know, cover something, but, you know, I'll do that then. It'll probably be a retractable sleeve or whatever, and not a zip tie holding everything together and then covered up, because then I have to undo that all again. But, and I'm working on getting a headphone thing, which I want to put right there, because at least then I can move everything and it's removable. But until then, I got these holding all the cables I need. This one's for the controller, for when I'm using my PC. I can't do anything with this cable because I need it here. So the fact that it's messy is because it gets used almost all the time, because it's a wireless controller. So if it's on with my PC on and it's plugged into my PC and then I unplug it, my Xbox turns on right away. So this is for the headphones, because the ones for the PC are wired. Those are the Xbox ones, which are wireless, obviously. But, you know, that's what it is. I'm happy with it. It took all day, but, you know, I expected it to. And now I have to go and have a much-needed shower, because I am atrocious.
Also, for keyboard cleaning, which, yeah, I know it looks like crap still, but unless I was going to do a complete detail of it, which I don't care enough about because this room gets very messy. Earphone cleaner. Just use this. Works perfectly with it. So, I'll see you guys, I'll do a video when the PC's on and at the desktop and stuff, and with that on, see what it looks like and all that. And this, I did test it, does have enough room to move. I did have to modify the positioning over to the right more so that I had room for the mouse and for the microphone with the keyboard and stuff. But hey, if I need to change it, I need to change it, but I think it's gonna work. So he got out of his container and I saw his tail flicking out, so I've been dragging him from here to here, hoping to not hurt him. But this tank's 100 pounds and has snake in it. I can't get him out otherwise. So I'm trying to pull him out this way. And I know he doesn't like it. He's probably terrified. But I can't really do anything else. But I am going to be releasing him tomorrow, I think. So him being totally scared of me is probably not the worst thing in the world. Hold up. He just wedged himself. Are you serious? Okay. I'm gonna have to work on tugging this guy out, because I can't let him be under here. Okay, so I am gonna be releasing this guy tomorrow. I got him out of under the tank just barely. Had to squeeze all the crap out of him, literally. But he is gonna get released. It is way too hard to deal with him. He's wild, and you know, I accept that. And shocked we found one in the first place, but you know, I have my baby, and you know, he's gonna be happy to get out. But when he starts crawling under the tank and won't come out, I know why he's there, but he can't be there because I can't get him out. And he's gonna go hungry from fear and all that crap, and he's gonna go around the house. He's gonna, you know, get eaten by the cats or whatever, and you know, it's gonna be messy around the house. So there's no reason for him to be outside the container. He seems to be fine. He's just terrified, doesn't like it. So hey, nature takes its course. Well, we're about to turn the computer on for the first time since I set everything back up. My headache's gone, I've eaten and stuff, so let's see what all this looks like. Oh yeah, the power supply's off. Oh, how nice of me. I hate where the button is too. There we go. Now let's turn it on. Got that started. See how easy it is. Oh, that's actually easy to do still, although there we go. You can actually reach the button from underneath it. I really wish this monitor had a remote control on it, to be honest with you. Display port shouldn't show up with anything. I know that for a fact. HDMI 1. That photo comes through on my phone so much better than it does on this monitor. For the record, this is a 4K monitor. It's like 32 inches or something. My old school laptop was 15 inches, and this photo was actually the same quality on that. So, like, I'm looking at my phone and at the monitor, both the color and the pixelation is actually better on my phone recording it than it is on the monitor. I don't know how the hell that's even possible, but it works. I guess I should turn the Xbox on too. Get that going. The Xbox should be plugged in. Of course, I probably need to link the thing up again, so I can't. There we go. Is the Xbox not plugged in? Should be. Might have to investigate that. I'm not getting power. Okay. So this morning we have some conflicted live events. We have a Spotify live event with Ghost, which is not the Discord Ghost. It's the band Ghost. which I found to be an insanely interesting group, so I have joined it just for the hell of it. That starts in half an hour. And yeah, I think it starts in half an hour, not an hour. And I'm also watching the Twitter whistleblower stream from Washington Post, which is, you know, interesting. I already knew everything that's in it. It's sort of freaking obvious to anyone that has a brain cell. How bad Twitter is as far as their security and all that crap. So it's interesting nonetheless, or whatever, and it's a rarity. It's literally the equivalent of Snowden. Only the guy's not getting arrested or assassinated for being on a live stream with a news outlet. Literally, that's the only difference. So while they're on a 5-minute break, I'm gonna try and get my wardrobe done. I don't want to switch to power wires right now. I'm not awake enough for that, but we'll see. Okay, so I have I'm gonna be releasing this guy in a moment or two. Okay, he is just chilling right there. He is not tameable. He is way too fast moving. And after 4 days, there's, you know, nothing wrong with him or nothing he can't deal with on his own. And I'd rather put him back in the wild. I even told my mom, I'm like, I have no issues with doing this, which normally, you know, when you have an animal or something, or you catch something, there's an attachment to it emotionally. I don't have that. So I have absolutely no problem with this. I actually prefer it. Plus I like my Mr. Slithers a lot more. I guess he's in there this time. Last night he was in there. So hopefully things will get a little bit better. Yeah, I know. It's okay. This part takes a long ass time to do. No, it's okay. I'm being as gentle as I possibly can. I'm gonna go check for elk. Okay, so we're in the forest a bit out here, and I've walked just past where we cleared for some building that's not gonna happen anytime soon. And I am going to let Mr. Garter Snake go. I still can't believe I was stupid enough to mount that, but I mean, hey, it bent back, so whatever. Yeah, buddy. No, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. Sorry, bud, my back won't let me stay standing like that. Let's try and get some slow motion. Or not some slow motion, but some close-up of this guy. He is a very beautiful snake. I know my nails need cutting. Yeah, the water came. I forgot I had water in it before. Some of it spilled a bit. And of course, he is going to be yeah, he just took a crap. That's why I picked him up the way I did just then, is because Do you not know that they're... Where the hell? I'm gonna try to get some slow motion of his I almost called it his tail. Of his what's it called? Tongue. I'm actually sort of surprised he's scared right now. No. This is gonna take a while. I mean, yes, I could just leave him out here, but I need to sanitize the box and stuff, because this is my feeding box for the other snake. And he's gonna be due in probably a couple days, so I can't just leave it out here because I will forget about it. And if I set a reminder, I'll ignore it because that's just the way I am. Buddy, my back is hurting, okay? My back is hurting. Amika, stop it. Drop it. Go. Get out. Go. Well, he just pissed on me again. God damn it. Something to avoid that. It's normally when I put him back in the thing, but he's in the thing. Damn, he moves fast. Look at that guy go. I'm actually surprised how well I'm tracking him right now. He probably interprets me as some sort of a threat, but I think he does know who I am. As far as the fact that I'm not, you know, it's me. Is he actually gonna eat? He could use some... Oh! That's electric fence. I just got shocked by that. Okay, I'm not passing through that. The question is, can I still see him? Oh, yeah, there he is. I see him. I'm just trying to see if I can get him on the... It's looking right at him. I think I see him on the... The phone's looking right at him. Because I can see him without the camera, but I can't see him with it. Well, good luck to you, bud. I'm waiting to see if he catches something, honestly. Nah. Come. Come. Stupid dog. Come. Out. Go. Shoo.
Okay, guys, so I'm just watching a class, and I've caught up with all the political stuff, and sent my mom a video because it's hilarious. And I am probably going to wait to do the I'm gonna spend some TLC time with my snake tonight. This is post release of the other one, and see if he needs feeding yet. He probably does. He was starting to lose a little bit of weight before, but because we don't live anywhere near a store, and we only have one rat left, I was gonna wait until he was actually gonna need it, because when I go out again, it's probably gonna be like an all-day drive, and I'm probably gonna get a few things done while I'm out. I might go with my mom, I don't know, but it won't be a short drive to the store and back. It's not that simple around here. So I do believe that my snake is a twice a month eater, not once a week. And so far that's being supported. I don't know when the old owner fed him last was before I got him, because he needed food, like, you know, he was really clawing for it probably a week, like the week I got him, like the day after I got him, and or no, I guess that was a week after I got him, and then you know, he hasn't eaten since, but he's been fine, so I don't think I'm messing up, but you know, it's a work in progress. I might actually throw away the box that I put into the what's it called, the container that had the mother snake in it. I don't know if he crapped all over it, but we're getting close to life happening again, which is good. I'm dealing with some sleep issues that are killing me in the morning. I'm still recovering from it right now a bit, but I am bouncing out of it, but it seems to take a lot of sugar to do it. If I end up being a coffee or caffeine person mandatory when I wake up just because of a health reason, I'm gonna be killing myself. I don't like coffee, so that's off the book. So I'd have to go with like a Starbucks like drink thing, because those are the only things that I like that are coffee, aside from ice caps, and I'm not gonna have a freezing ice cap in the morning. I don't usually drink anything or eat anything in the morning unless I have to. So you know, this is sort of stupid. And I'm sort of tempting myself. I'm replying back to EA because not EA, to Twitter support, because going back and forth with them, and they're like, we need more information. And I'm like, just call me. I want to say just call me. I'd love to get that reaction, because it's complicated as hell to type out. So we'll see if this is the last video for the vlog or not, but hopefully we got some stuff happening for the next one. So I am about to combine all of the videos for the last part of the vlog to upload before I put it on my computer and edit it for tomorrow morning. And because I take all the shorter clips that are, you know, from seconds to minutes, several minutes long, and I combine them into 10 to 20 minute sections, and I upload them all privately to my channel. I download them on my computer, and I put them onto one project, do anything that needs sound or anything like that, because the projects are just too big to have on a phone. When I get my new phone, the 14, when my plan's up in January, I will have likely the ability to, without trying, do it off of my phone, just because I'm going to end up with a 256GB version instead of the 128. The only reason for that is because the 128GB isn't going to be enough for me after January. I can get by without it for with the 128 through winter, but because of the work and stuff that I'm going to be doing, the projects I'm taking on,
in the New Year's and stuff, there's no way in hell that I'm gonna have enough space by a long shot. My phone's gonna be full of stuff. I use my phone constantly every day. It is a computer to me. This one does separate things. The one that's below me, my 11.6-inch Acer 2-in-1 touchscreen, that 2-in-1 flips around and all that. That does separate things. It's not meant to be a normal computer for me. It's specific use. So is my phone. While they have many similar features or whatever, or would be capable of some of the same things, none of them are used for more than their own things. There's almost no similarity. I got them all with that in mind. And my phone is going to be primarily what I'm using, aside from likely this computer, actually, because my Acer isn't able to. My Acer does not have the graphics. It's a 2013 laptop. Give me a break. To do heavy 3D stuff or anything like that. It's actually most of the reason why I even have this computer and its specs is because of that. So I'm probably gonna not have to deal with all that when I do the normal vlogs after I get the new phone. But I'm about to download iOS 16 after I cut all this crap down, and we'll see where things go. But this is gonna be the last video. Aside from if I do a quick review on iOS 16, I don't know if I will. I like the experience more than reviewing it, honestly. I've never been a reviewer of Apple software, and when I have told people about it, it's been like, this is awesome, you have to get it. I don't say anything else. If they want, if they're asking questions or whatever, I can answer them, and I always do, but I don't, tell them, it's great because of this, the only thing that sucks is this. I don't say that. Like, if there's a question, it's because they need it. They do not want to have notes updated. If they don't use notes, and they only use Word or Pages or whatever, like, it's totally irrelevant. So, and I'm one of those people. I don't, when I have writing software, which I'm getting in the next day or so, for doing scripts over winter, because I'm not doing a whole lot else other than 3D designing, and a lot of that's going to actually spend printing, because I already have the models pretty much made up. I'm going to be not I'm transferring from OneNote to that, because I won't be needing OneNote. It's a pain in my ass and I don't need it. It's a nice idea, probably works great for some people. In the education system, it worked okay, although it did have sync issues, but it's just not something that I need. I have multiple programs, I use them independently of each other, that's it. So probably no review on iOS 16, but it's available early, so fuck it. It's not supposed to be available until the 16th, and it is the 13th, I think, today? Yeah, it's the 13th. So I'll let you guys go. I'm going to go finish crap on my phone, and we'll see where it goes.